Hey there, I'm Judy Heft, financial concierge and bookkeeper to highly successful individuals. And the holidays are coming up, and how are you feeling about that? Are you excited that you're going to be with your family and your siblings and maybe your parents, or are you stressing out about it? Are you concerned that you're going to go back into your family dynamic and be the child that you've always been? And then when you're there, are you going to be thinking about, looking at your parents? Your parents are getting older now, especially if you're a baby boomer. Your parents are getting older, and there's going to be little things that are going to be happening, and maybe you're going to be noticing that. And you're thinking, you know what? You're going to see piles of bills unpaid. You'll see maybe mom is forgetting to turn the stove off after she's doing a little cooking, or the house is a mess. All different things that are happening that you haven't seen because you haven't been there in a while. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how you can approach this with your parents. You don't want to just come right out and blurt it out and say, what's going on? You don't want to be mean to them. You don't want to be the parent to them. And that sometimes happens. The roles are definitely reversed, but, you want to try to keep it in a safe place and have a just safe, calm conversation with them. So maybe the actual holiday day is not the time to talk about this, but you could bring it to their attention and talk about maybe setting up a time to talk to them about some of the concerns you have. Keep things, so set up a meeting and get all your siblings on the same page and talk to them about it. Sit down with them, set up a time that's really calm, and maybe you even want to have a neutral party there because someone that's not as emotionally invested. So it's a good time to sit down and keep it in the I message. Say, I'm really a little bit concerned, mom or dad, things are happening. Maybe you're worried about them driving, so maybe you want to bring a medical person in on that to give them a driving test. But say it in a nice way. Say that you're not really, you're not worried about them. They're a good driver, but it's the other people you worry about. I had that situation with my mom. She was 89 years old, and we told her that she had to stop driving. And I think that's one of the biggest issues that elderly parents are concerned about. They really lose their freedom. So what we did was, I remember one time I was visiting her and she said, you know what, I'm really frustrated. I can't drive anywhere anymore. It's just so aggravating for me. And I said to her, Mom, I know that you're such a good driver. You never had any accidents. You never had any problems. But it's the other people I worry about. And maybe your reactions aren't going to be that quick. Maybe you're not going to be able to jump on that brake the way you're supposed to or swerve the way you're supposed to. So it was a good conversation, and I think she felt really good about it because I didn't blame her. I didn't say, you're too old or you shouldn't be driving, those kinds of things. Maybe there's lots of bills laying around the house, and maybe you're thinking you want to bring somebody else in there to help them. So say that in a nice way. Say maybe it's a good time to just get yourself added on their accounts first, but keep it in a way that it's just really more about you and not about blaming them for getting old, because hopefully we're all going to get old, and we don't want our kids to be putting us down either. So think about how you'd feel if you were in that position. So if you have any questions about this, I'd love to hear your thoughts. You can check out our website at JudithHeft.com. We work with quite a few seniors that don't have children nearby to help them with bookkeeping and bill pay, and we offer that extra pair of eyes. So we sometimes go there just to check in on them. In a lot of those cases, bills are coming directly to us, but we still check up on these people because if they don't have anybody to look after them, it could be a problem. And I always think about it, what if this was my mother or my father? I'd want someone that I trusted to be looking after them, especially in their finances. So again, it's JudithHeft.com, and reach out to us and write in the comments, if you have this issue, what are you dealing with? How are you handling it? I'd love to hear from you.